guys, Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my quick scandal review. And I say quick because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, really? Really? This was another setup episode. It wasn't a filler. I won't call it a filler because a filler is an episode where you're not really moving the storyline along or anything like that. They were doing that here. But let's be clear. We have 3 more episodes left. I know they're doing the big hype up of, whoa, we should be shook because those last 3 episodes, I'm thinking those last 3 episodes, it should have been more than just the last 3 episodes having us shook. Think about that. But anyway, we start off this episode with they're raiding QPA. They're raiding QPA. Melly is being informed that someone is being detained, and that's Charlie. And we're all looking at this like, really? 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 So we're going to go and say that's Charlie. We're really going to say that it's Charlie. Okay, so now Charlie's talking to the new Attorney General, and the new Attorney General is trying to make it seem like, well, here's the thing. We know you didn't do it. We're beating you up. We're torturing you, but we know you didn't do it. But we need you to sign anyway. We need you to sign because don't you want to be free? You have a family. You're a family man. Don't you want to be free? And what essentially he's signing is he's signing that he had some collusion with the current president, which would be Melly Grant, which would put her presidency in harm and she could be impeached. He doesn't want to do that. He's not here for that. He knows that Cyrus is up to this foolery, so he definitely isn't trying to go along with that. Quinn, she goes over to Olivia's because she's desperate. And it's that whole thing of, yeah, I know you are right, but I'm not going to go and give you that credit. Of course I couldn't have worked with you because look at what you did. And Olivia acknowledges that, yeah, what she did was terrible, that how she acted was beyond horrible, but they need to figure out how they're going to help Charlie. How are they going to help Charlie? So now they're combining forces with, since QPA was essentially ransacked, they're combining forces with the Grant Institute. And so you know Huck is happy to see Olivia, but he's not sure if Olivia's really back. So he can't go and dive back in all the way. It was funny. It was really, really funny. When Abby went and, because you know how in their office, when they're normally doing a briefing, they just plop papers onto the board. Well, this one, the paper doesn't just stick to that board. So Marcus said, you have to use magnets here. This is very, school type, elementary, middle, high school-ish, if you will. But they're going and seeing, okay, why would the Attorney General be willing to go along with this? And we find out that it's because his son was killed due to gun violence. And because someone who had this gun, who shouldn't have had this gun, killed his son. And Melly Grant supports gun ownership. This guy is against her. So now they have to go against someone who has a personal vendetta against the current president because of her thoughts, views, and opinions. Now, while everyone's trying to figure out how they can go and do that, because they're saying, wow, his internet usage is squeaky clean. He says all this other stuff. Like, we need to get something on him. We need to get something on him. While they're trying to do that, Quinn, she gets a message, and she spins it as if, oh, the doctor say that I need to pick up, the baby's medication and all of that. And Charlie was supposed to do it. So of course they said, go, we got this. I said, use a dirty liar. And if they weren't distracted, they would have realized it. They were that distracted that that generic lie worked on them. And it was actually Cyrus. Cyrus called her because Cyrus needs her to go and convince her husband to go along with the story to get Melly out of office. And Cyrus, he's the king of spinning. You think it's Olivia? No, it's Cyrus. And he's diabolical to his core. He spun that whole thing. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I need a moment. What Cyrus did was he played on Quinn's distrust of Olivia. He essentially said that, why would you go and go along with this woman who's saying that it was actually me who did it? It was me that, it was me. Okay, yeah, whatever. What matters most is Olivia wants the White House. Olivia's going to take me out, reinstill her back into the White House, so that she can use Mellie to do whatever she wants. Mellie is a ticking time bomb. Mellie's going to need help. Mellie's going to miss her, and then she'll be back in power. Is that what you really want? You want to give Olivia the keys to the White House, make things super easy for me? Take this phone number. Call me. If I don't hear from you within a day, then you're just going to have to get used to being a single parent. I said, Cyrus, you are trash. The acting is superb, but you are trash. Trash. Fitz, thinking that he actually has some influence over Mellie, which was hilarious, goes and tries to convince Mellie that I'm here because Cyrus is against you. He truly is the enemy. He's the enemy. He framed his own terrorist plot so that he can garner public sympathy. Mellie's looking at Fitz like, you're so wrapped up under Olivia, you're so in love and lust with her that you really think that that's the reality when it's not. I'm going to go and do this favor, and you can go take your son and we can keep it pushing, because at the end of this day, you are way too in. You're too in. Essentially, you're compromised. And I'm thinking, Mellie, just think about what he's saying. Mellie, you are not stupid. That's one thing you are not. You may be gullible at times, but you are not stupid. Think about it. So now, Fitz goes and essentially says, look, I tried, but she's not going to want to hear this from me. So then Marcus says, oh, well, I'll go and try some. Oh, Marcus, bless him, but Marcus. Excuse me, guys. Now, aside from that, Olivia feels a certain way because it's just like all of this is coming apart, and she knows all of this is partially her fault. So now she goes back to the boardroom. She's talking to Quinn and Huck. Not Quinn and Huck. Abby and Huck. Quinn comes back. And Quinn finally tells the truth. Lets it be known that it was Cyrus who contacted her and told her that she has 24 hours to either convince Charlie to take the plea deal, and that would screw over Mellie, or do nothing and let the consequences, the cards fall. Now, Olivia quickly said, you can't do that. You can't do that to Mellie. I said, oh no, Olivia. She was like, she didn't do anything. She's good. She's that. And we know what you're saying, but Quinn is thinking about her family. And she doesn't want to hear you going and trying to, again, rep for the White House. That's the last thing that she wants to hear you do. Come on, Olivia. Come on, Olivia. So Olivia has to go and leave because now Quinn's feelings are hurt. I'm thinking, dang it, Olivia, dang it. Mellie finally comes to her senses when she's watching TV and she sees how Cyrus is just grandstanding in front of all this press and publicity as if he's already the president-elect. And he did the signature. Oh, guys, calm down. I said, oh, no, you're doing the Donald Trump. Really? Really? And he was smiling, waving, kissing babies. I said, Cyrus, you're doing a little bit too much. But that's how you know he doesn't care anymore. He's not trying to hide it. If Mellie can see it, that means he's not trying to hide it. So now she tries to go to Jake and tell Jake, look, Cyrus is after me. Cyrus, he's really doing this. He set this whole thing up. Jake gets pissed once he realizes, oh, this intel's coming from Olivia. So then it can't possibly be true. Hello? Hello? Use your own logic then. Cyrus is conniving. Cyrus is a thief. He is a murderer. He is a born sinner. A born sinner. You don't like him. So, Jake, why can't you accept the fact that maybe Cyrus did something he shouldn't have done? He shouldn't have done. Come on now. I'm over this. I'm thinking, okay, when is this episode ending? Huck goes and talks to Fitz. I'm thinking, again? He did that because he felt like he was slowly losing grasp on reality. He just felt like, he feels like he sees the old Olivia, but he's not sure. And Fitz confirms that he's not sure, but they're just hopeful. And I said, oh, so that was it? Okay. Jake goes and confronts Cyrus. And he confronts Cyrus because he says, oh, he talked to the attorney so-and-so. And so Cyrus is like, oh, so you casually went and talked to the attorney so-and-so. Really? Why don't I just save you the trouble? Because I know you don't like me. I'm sure you have a weapon in your suit pocket ready to go after me. And you don't have to do that. I sure did. I sure did plan my own hijacking. I sure did do it for publicity's sake. I am taking this White House from Melly. So then, Jake is shocked because Jake is a little shook. You know when someone did something, you know they did something, you're just waiting to go and say, I know you did that, I know you did that. And then they go and say, oh yeah, I did that. And you're just like, okay. But essentially, Cyrus, again, he's spinning this. He is convincing Jake that Melly wants a friend. She wants her friend back. She wants her buddy. She wants Olivia. She wants Olivia. She wants Olivia. Oh, thank God my allergies are clearing up. Thank you, God. Excuse me, guys. She wants Olivia. And so she's gonna throw you out. Once Olivia comes back, she'll come back and take over. You'll no longer be commands. Because remember, Jake is in charge of all people. Jake is in charge of B613. It's one thing being a high-level lieutenant, but being in charge. How did we let this happen? How did we let this happen? So now David is talking to the current Attorney General, and the current David's trying to figure out what exactly are you doing with the person in in our custody for questioning, because this doesn't smell right. The way how you're moving, how you're handling this isn't right. The guy essentially said, look, and tells the story about how his son was killed. He was in the mall and his son was shot and killed. He was shot twice, in the abdomen and in the chest. And so he essentially bled out. And that's why he's essentially like, screw Melly Grant, because she likes guns. She's one of the most progressive Republicans of all time, and free college, all this stuff, but she likes guns. And because she likes guns, she's gotta go. I said, oh, everyone has a reason. So now Marcus decides, it's my turn. It's my turn to figure this out. And it's interesting because Marcus gets through the Melly. Marcus gets through the Melly. Originally, it wasn't working because she felt like, oh, you're just saying this because of Olivia. You're just saying this because she's putting the battery in your back. She's putting the words in your mouth to regurgitate to me. And then Marcus spins it. I said, oh, now he's the spinner. He says that she's doing this to save you. I mean, she was kicked out of this White House. She cares about this more than anything. And Mellie reminded him that our relationship got screwed up because of her. Yes, because she wanted you to be the president. She didn't want you to be distracted. She didn't want your heart or your emotions to cloud your judgment or the republic. She is more American than all of us. Even if that's not necessarily the best thing nowadays. But Mellie doesn't trust her. Because she said she lied to my face. Marcus said, yes, that's true. You're correct. But you miss her. And because you miss her, just give her a chance. Just give this a chance. And I said, oh no, they're getting close. They're getting close. And I felt like we were kind of watching this. It didn't, something felt off about it. And then it slowly went up to the ceiling. I said, what's going on here? From an eagle eye point of view. And it's Jake. So that's all the confirmation that Jake needs. I said, oh Lord, here we go with the mess. Here we go with the mess. Olivia goes back to QPA and Quinn's there. And I'm glad, I'm really glad that Olivia and the white hat was there. She passed it along to Quinn at one point during their conversation. But the most important thing that occurred was that Olivia said, look, my gut is saying that we need to protect Mellie. But my head's saying something different. I can't trust my gut anymore. I'm compromised. But you're not. You're not. You will do the right thing. So I trust you to do what you feel is right. Not what you think I feel is right. What you feel is right. And I said, that's still some reverse psychology. I know Oliv's supposed to be good now, but that's still some reverse psychology mess, because that's what you tell the people when you want to do the right thing. Or the thing that you know affects them, but still helps everyone else out. And so Quinn calls Cyrus saying, I can't tell Charlie to go and, you know, confess to a crime that he didn't commit. I'm thinking, so when are we just going to stop wasting time and get Charlie to do this? Because we know what needs to be done in order to do it. That's why I felt like this could have been half the episode. The other half could have been onto some mess, to set up some mess. But, you know, that's just me. Because Cyrus said, we actually don't need that anymore. We don't need you anymore. We know what we need to do. I felt so bad for Charlie. Because when Charlie saw Jake, Charlie really thought that, great, you're going to get me out of here. This is perfect. Nope. What ends up happening is he says, I'm sorry, I'm not here to help you out. Oh, so you're on the other side. Yeah, I'm on the other side. Here's what you don't understand. Olivia Pope would take command again. Olivia Pope would be running the show. None of us will be safe if she gains power again. And it will happen under Mellie's administration. So here's the deal. I really don't want to orphan your daughter, but I will. The first real rule of B613 is no families. You broke that main rule, which means all the other cardinal rules get thrown out. So you need to pick a side, make a decision. Are you going to protect your family, or are you going to protect Mellie and Olivia? Which is essentially, he didn't say that, but I mean, I might as well be doing the writing at this point. Something that I didn't think I would appreciate, but I actually did. Next thing we see, Mellie and Marcus in the bed. We didn't see them sleep together, but we sure did see them cuddling up. I said, look, this is some grownness. See, Mellie's hair is all, I mean, Bellamy must have been having a ball for the optics. Like, Melly actually gets to have some fun. Next thing we see after that is her assistant comes in and says, "Oh, you need to see this." So now Melly realizes that there's charges that are going to be brought up against her because it didn't go out to the public yet. But it's going to say that essentially Charlie has worked with the president, and so there's collusion, and so she could possibly be impeached. So she runs to Jake and says, "It's Cyrus. I knew it was Cyrus. I knew we should have snuffed him out sooner than later. So you need to do this, this, and that." And Jake essentially tells her to go scratch, and because he feels like you're going to go back to Olivia, and then what happens to me? So then she said, "Oh, is this because I didn't hold your hand? Because I didn't accept your advances? Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this?" He essentially said, "It's not because of that, but we are really doing this." Now everyone is seeing that Melly is compromised as far as the public's concerned, and Olivia just looks like she could die. Olivia's like, "Oh my, no. I warned this woman that these men would always resort to protecting each other versus possibly protecting her, taking her seriously. I warned her. I warned her." But I'm glad Olivia apologized to Huck. You know, Huck's a good guy. Now, Huck just wants to know if the bad Olivia's gone. And she was just like, "You know what, I think so." Olivia, Huck is still talking to Olivia. It's just like, "Look, you need to do whatever needs to be done." And I said, "Wait a minute, what?" And I'm thinking, "Huck, are you in? Are you about to go and start killing some people? Are you? Is that what's about to happen? Because that's what needs to happen." Because he said, "No matter what happens next, I'm with you. We're with you." Melly called. I'm not surprised by any of this. Well, I'm surprised about the last thing she said. But Melly called, brought Olivia back to the underground of the White House, and said she needs her to be command. So take over B613, Chief of Staff, kill Cyrus. I said this about time. So we're about to end this, and we're finally getting what we wanted. Throw Papa Pope in there for good measure. Take them both out. Take them both out. And also Sally Langston. Take her out too. So that's it. I thought it was cute with the commercial for the last 3 episodes, how they had Melly go, and what was it? Just like, you know, I'm throwing out all the Harvey Weinsteins, you know, time's up, we're coming for you. Or essentially like a version of the speech like that. And I said, "Okay, I see what you're doing. I see it." But that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with the green screen next week. Don't worry. Oh yeah, and How to Get Away with Murder. Remember guys, the season finale happened already. So that's done.